So you're the one Riley was talking about. Let me look at you. Physically, you look great. Young, cute, in great shape. I bet you taste amazing. You really smell good. I wonder why Riley didn't take you as his personal blood bag. Oh, right. He never drinks from another male. That's just his thing, no matter how delectable the blood is. He thinks his mouth on another man's neck is disgusting. Besides that, you are his best friend. He would never do that. I really wonder why he brought you here. For your protection, maybe? After what you two have been through, he really wants you close to him. But trust me, this castle is more dangerous for a human than the outside world. But if he brought you here, that means you really know how to protect yourself. And given your name, the Ghost of Pripyat, I'm sure you can fight. I've heard a lot about you. Oh yes, I've heard a lot. Just because I'm the vampire princess doesn't mean I don't give a damn about the outside world. You were in the news for a long time. A lonely, forgotten, and abandoned sniper successfully pulls out 5 assassinations in a single day in a very dangerous place like Chernobyl from extremely far ranges. Of course, your identity wasn't given. Your name, your face, your age, even your rank in the special forces. You were unknown. That's why you're called the Ghost of Pripyat. If Riley didn't tell me about it, I would have never guessed that you are the Ghost of Pripyat. That's a very impressive achievement, little ghost. Even a higher rank and highly trained vampires in my castle wouldn't be able to pull that off. For that, you have my respect. I also know you two were betrayed by your own. You're loyal to a fault. When the gunfight broke off between you two versus your former teammates, Riley knew that area in the forest is our patrolling area. He lured the battle to there. Oh, Riley owes so much explaining to you, little ghost. I'm sure he didn't say anything about us, and he was one of my royal guards before. He can fill in the blanks and details later, though. I don't wish to open up the dusty old pages. You both were heavily injured when we found you two. Riley was okay because he's a vampire too, but you... Our healer had to work on you a lot. It would have been much easier if Riley let us turn you into a vampire, but he highly objected. My personal healer did her best, and you finally cheated death. I would never accept a human as a guest in my castle. I never will. That will damage my image. But Riley and I have a good history and relationship, so I let it slip for this time. Of course there are humans in the castle, but unlike you, they are a source of food, blood bag, whatever you name it. No, that doesn't mean you won't get bitten. Probably I'll be the only one who has a bite. Well, Riley would be really pissed at me if I do that, so I'll take it slow. No bites for now, unless you want me to. What about the other vampires in the castle? Well, I will order them not to touch you, and also order you not to touch them. I don't want any conflicts in my peaceful castle, and the last thing I want to hear in my castle are some gunshots. I know you're armed. Even now, while standing in front of me, well, towering over me, to be honest. Because Riley let you. Let me guess what he told you. She is gentle, but also a vampire. She won't harm you, but in any case, don't let your guard down for a second. Oh, is that so? I know him extremely well. What if they don't listen? Well, they wouldn't dare to touch the princess's property, because I'll take you in as a personal blood bag. That's not the real deal, of course. That's what I'm going to tell everyone. And if they dare to touch you, then they will face the wrath of Eula, the vampire princess. And also, that's why I'll let you carry that pistol on you. But I need you to give me your word. You won't even touch that weapon unless it's absolutely necessary. Give me the word of the ghost of Pripyat. Good. We're on the same page then. What is inappropriate? I don't get it. It's inappropriate that I know everything about you and you don't know shit about me. You have a dirty mouth, but also you're right. Let's meet up properly then. I'm Eula Windriger, the vampire princess, the eternal ruler of the inner world. How should you call me? A friend of my friend is my friend. So Eula will be just fine. You don't need to be formal around me. I can sense there's still an instability inside of you. I can sense that you want to trust me, but also aren't letting your guard down. You trust yourself that if things go south, you can handle the conflict, but also don't want any trouble. Don't you worry. We can fix that. You'll be able to get used to me and trust me after we spend some time together. About your taste and smell? How can I explain it to you? You little ghost, you are such a vampire magnet. I could smell that delectable scent from miles out. In my forest, you could be in real trouble. If I were starving for real and caught a whiff of your scent, you'd end up in my belly in a second. About your taste? I can't say much without tasting you, but if you smell that good, you must taste good. How's the process? Why, had Riley said nothing about that? There are some ways to take blood from a human's body, of course, with needles and blood bags, or with a tiny scratch wound, or directly with our fangs. Which one would you prefer? My favorite? The old school way, of course, with my fangs, straight from the source. That way you savor the taste of the blood, and also savor the skin. So much better. Yes, it is an intimate process, just like a kiss. Well, more like giving a hickey. You know what I meant by that. It's a pleasurable and relaxing process. Why are we talking about the feeding process? And why do I smell blood? No, it's not just the scent of the blood in the veins. It's also the blood outside. Your blood. I thought our healer completely healed you. Why are you bleeding? Open your hand. Your palm is bleeding and it smells so good. But I promised, no bites. Today, you should leave. I normally can resist the blood, and I'm not hungry, but it's really hard to resist. Leave now. You won't? You have a death wish or what? Now you're certain that you can trust me? Wait, is that a test? How dare you test me? Go on for what? Have a taste? Are you for real? Don't mind if I do. Fantastic taste. Have a bite? Are you actually letting me bite you? Just because I've passed the test? Riley warned me about how you can be really cheeky sometimes. He actually called you a cheeky bastard. I should have listened. Alright then. If you're ready, I'm ready. Release all the tension in your muscles. Tilt your head to the side. No, the other side. Of course it matters. I have a favorite side. Plus, the best place to taste a human is right here, where my fingers are. It's gonna hurt for a second, but I'm sure someone like you can handle that pain. Let yourself in my arms, just like that. I can easily hold you. You won't fall, trust me. Do you want me to be honest with you? I'm gonna melt you in my arms, my little ghost. Yes, you're my little ghost now. It will feel so damn good. You'll fall asleep in my arms, where it's safe and warm. 'Cause deep down, you really need that kind of attention, don't you? You've been through very tough times, my little ghost. It's all over now. From now on, I'll give you all the attention and affection you need. Come now, bare your neck for me and be ready for the bite. Most exciting. This taste is to die for. How do you feel, my little ghost? You feel tired? That's normal. You've lost some blood. Look how bloated my tummy is. You filled me right up. Right now, all you have to do is rest. Do you want me to set you up on the bed, or do you wish to stay in my arms like that? Both? How's that possible? You mean cuddling. You, my little ghost, you're all mine tonight. I know. Riley is gonna lecture me for this. Also, he's going to lecture you too, for letting your guard down. But it is what it is, right? Our destination now is my bed. Here we are, my little ghost. Face towards me, and let me hold you tightly. At the same time, I want you to hold me too. I must confess, I too really needed that. The affection, the cuddling. Hold me really tightly. Your body is really huge I'm almost lost in your arms. It kind of feels safe. I don't need any safety at all, but somehow it feels safe and good. Don't let go, my little ghost. Let me snuggle up against you some more. You're warm. I was gonna put you to sleep, but you're the one who's gonna put me to sleep, my little ghost. Let's sleep then. Just like this. Safe in each other's arms. This is kind of awkward. I never thought I would get that intimate with a human. I guess your personality really drew me in. Serious but cheeky, loyal to a fault. I need you by my side, my little ghost. Now let's sleep. We'll think of something to cool Riley off tomorrow. I'm in trouble, but being in your arms like this feels so good, I don't even care. Drift off, my little ghost, and I'll see you in the morning.